The state of Arizona reaching another COVID milestone today. Let's take a look at the count. More than 500,000 Arizonans have tested positive for COVID this year. That includes the 10,000 new cases reported today. And as of yesterday, 91% of all ICU beds in the state are full, and nearly 2/3 of them filled with COVID patients. 9 News side Sierra Encinas shows us the impact of the overcrowding on the hospital system and non-COVID patients.
Inside of our hospitals, patients are seeing longer waiting times and healthcare workers are exhausted. Just this morning, Pima County says that 96 patients were waiting to be seen in the emergency room. 62 were COVID-19 patients.
And that is a function of how many people are within that emergency department compared to the number of staff that are able to handle that kind of an emergency.
Executive Director for the Arizona Public Health Association, Will Humble, says hospital wait times could get even worse over the next few weeks.
If it were back in, say, September or October, with any particular condition, they might give you, they might admit you to the hospital for some additional monitoring or a treatment plan, but they just simply will not have the space within the hospital right now to handle you unless you've got something that is life-threatening.
Humble says holiday gatherings in the midst of the pandemic are contributing to the problem. Pima County now hitting more than 1,500 beds in use. Humble says January presents a unique problem because even without the pandemic, he says it's the busiest month of the year for hospitals.
You combine that with the fact that we've got basically more than half of the hospital capacity needs to be saved for people with COVID-19 illnesses. That shows you how much displacement is really happening for people who really need care.
He says the end of January and into February is when hospitals could see some relief if nothing is done to slow the spread. In the meantime, Humble says to stay out of harm's way. He says to avoid New Year's parties and to shrink your social circle until you can get a vaccine. Sierra Encinas, KGUN 9 on your side.